Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I hope you're doing well. My goodness, that's good. Let me put you on game. The Aldi bottled coffee, Barissimo, sugar-free creamer, sugar-free syrup, 2 packets of Splenda, and some cold foam. Thank me later. Hope you are doing good. Today, I just wanted to talk about books and music I've been into as of lately. Over the course of the past few months, let's give a reading update, talk about where my reading journey is at so far. Because a couple days ago, I finished Children of Blood and Bone. That'll be what we're gonna talk about first. I'm glad I was able to knock out book 1 out of my reading goal, which is 1 audiobook every 2 months and 1 novel every 3 months. So the fact that I knocked this out within that 2-month span, we're off to a good start. This was a solid read. It was a well-paced adventure with multiple layers and themes that resonated. Just overall a solid story. It was very solid throughout the entire thing. The story is narrated by 3 characters, Zaylee, Amari, and Anon. Zaylee is a magi who is this special race that was essentially wiped out by King Saran, whichever. And Amari is the daughter of King Saran, and she runs away from the palace, castle, whatever, after King Saran kills her friend after attempting to wield magic, She runs away and bumps into Zaylee, and they go on an adventure with her brother to restore magic once and for all. And Anon, the last person, is someone who is tracking them down. Anon is also King Saran's son. He goes on a wild goose chase searching for Zaylee, Amari, and Zane. That's Zaylee's brother. And I won't go too deep in the spoilers, but it's pretty good. I love the adventure aspect in terms of going from different place to different place. I don't know why it gave me the same feeling as I felt when playing Breath of the Wild. Maybe because there was one part where they're climbing a mountain, another part when they're in the desert, kinda. There's good dynamics and good progression between the characters, seeing them connect, different demographics, different backgrounds, and seeing them all connect the way that they did. In the first half, I was expecting it to be a more run-of-the-mill adventure, kind of like the hero's journey aspect to a T, but there was way more twists and turns than I expected. So if you're reading this, it may avert from your expectations in a good way. It's tragic, it has good action, and it's inspiring. It's with its themes. The themes of enduring and heritage. I felt the author's note on a personal level. The book was written in an attempt to give hope against all the police brutality, which can very much apply today. Having faith that our ancestors are watching over us, and hope that the torch that's passed down to the next generation can be filled with hope as well, and they won't have to endure as much. For the hope that at some point we can live in a society that values love over divide. That message that I got from it, from the book alone, is automatically rose this book up to 5 stars for me. So that's what this book is for me. Overall, solid book. I'm really looking forward to the second one. I'm gonna take a break from this. Usually when I'm reading a book with multiple books in the series, I give it a little break before immediately jumping into the next one. But still looking forward to it. Next up, we got The Will of the Many. I've made more progress. I am at close to page 300. Should be at page 300 by the end of the day, which means I'll have around 400 pages left. I'm gonna talk about it more in the future. I'm not gonna say too much about it now, just because I'm still reading it, but it's good. This is a really solid book. I know I say solid, but I say solid a lot, but it's well structured, good pacing, good characters, good action, good twist, great twist, I must admit. I am enjoying this book very much so, to the point where reading another 400 pages doesn't really feel daunting. It's gonna take a minute. I may end up having to go on a couple readathons, but I'm enjoying it. That's all I gotta say. And that's it for books. Now let's jump onto some records. First, We got the Attack on Titan soundtrack by Hiroyuki Sawano. I got this as a gift and I love it. I'll listen to the more slower tracks when I'm doing my nightly routine. I'll listen to the more hype tracks if I want to do some push-ups or something. And just getting brought back to those moments on Attack on Titan that I love so much is very pleasant, I must say. Very grateful. Ray Anthony plays for Dream Dancing. I got this at Goodwill, and the main reason why I got it was just because I saw I Only Have Eyes for You. That is one of my, I want to say it's one of my favorite vintage songs, but it's a vintage song that I really like. So at first I thought this was a collection of the different original romantic tracks, but it's actually different renditions of these songs by Ray Anthony, and it's still pretty nice. It's one of those calmer, slower records that I'll listen to when I just want to chill and vibe out. We got some hits like Stars Fell on Alabama and I Only Have Eyes for You. Speaking of Stars Fell on Alabama, there's another record that I like, and the reason why I got it was because of The Nearness of You. Now, why I associate The Nearness of You and Stars Fell on Alabama is because those are two songs that Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong covered, and there's a collection, I think it's called For Lovers or something like that. I have the CD for it, and those are two of my favorite songs on that record. Okay, so our next one, The Nearness of You by Bill Doggett. It's once again another thing where this artist uses his instrumentation skills to cover the records. And this is a very solid record. In terms of like some calm music to play, this has definitely been a go-to. I've only listened to it once, but I can tell that going forward, this will definitely be a go-to record in terms of looking for just a calm, unwinding type of record. Love The Nearness of You, as well as the other songs. I haven't even looked at the other songs. I see Laura a lot in terms of like songs that are covered. Blue Velvet. I like Bobby Vinton's version of Blue Velvet. Themes from the movies. Now, I don't really listen to this entire thing. I'll really only have this record spinning for one song, which is Stranger in Paradise. Love that record. The vocals from, do they have who's on the record? By Bud Roman. Very sweet, I must say. Somewhere in space, I hang suspended. This is another record I got. I wasn't really the biggest fan of it. Not because it wasn't good, but it's a Chicago Symphony Orchestra, so it's meant for a play. With the way this was structured specifically, I only listened to one side, but it seemed like I was visually imagining a play playing, and there was no play playing. I was just listening to it. It just felt like I was missing something. The point is. And then the last one that I got recently is film music. This one I have not listened to, but I love different film scores. I love film music, so I have high hopes for this one. We about done with this, boy. So good. I was just about to finish filming, but then I realized I forgot to talk about this record. Whole time Jerry Butler hits. I mainly listen to this record for Moon River. I'll admit, I thought Frank Ocean was the first one to sing this song until I heard a bunch of other people singing it when I found a whole Moon River playlist. But I very much love this version of Moon River. I love the build up, the instrumentation, all that good stuff. Very solid record. Anyways, just wanted to yap about some media I've been into. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you check out the Substack where I share some photography and writing every now and again. And I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. If you want, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Peace.